was it like working with the late great John Singleton? And I know you did Boys in the Hood. Was that the only film that y'all worked together on, or y'all did another
Yes,
one?
yes. Yeah, John was supposed to call me for Poetic Justice, but he didn't because Spike Lee told him that the best casting director was Robbie Reed, and Robbie cast it. I mean, and that flat out somebody told me to my face, and I said, "Oh wow." And then years later, Spike and I worked on something together, and he said, "Oh, so you're not so bad after all." Oh yeah, oh yeah. Told it like it is.
Now, what
I
about
thank you, Spike.
Spike? What was it like working with him?
To be absolutely honest, I'm looking for teenagers, and he's giving me 30-year-old rappers. Yep. So I think that says it all. Some,
Well, I appreciate your
some people,
honesty.
some people are into their friends, and they don't care about whether they're right or wrong. And I just said I'm looking for teenagers, and these boys, these men are not teenagers. Spike. He took
I can
over
see that.
a project that his wife was doing. Yeah, that I was casting, and his wife was fine, But then when it came down to me getting a phone call one day, see so and so, so and so, and so and so, I was like, oh Lord, I can play this
Mhm.
game.
Okay, now I wanted to ask you about one more director. Now you worked on Jackie Brown.
Quentin Tarantino,
Yeah, yeah. If you could talk
very
about that,
nice,
that's a good one.
very nice. The thing that's funny about Quentin is he can carry a grudge. So he's somebody that, if somebody ever did anything to him, he remembers it. So he had his share of grudges that I couldn't bring in. But for the most part, really nice. He believes that actors should audition. Um, he had Chris Tucker get into a box to pretend that he was getting in the trunk of the car when he got shot by Sam Jackson.
Oh, wow. Now I can ask you this because we talked about this a little bit earlier offline. You said there were a couple films that online they gave you credit for that you were the casting director. Were you involved in any films and
I
played another role outside of casting?
I didn't do Menace to Society while you're drinking your juice in the hood. That Robbie Reed did that, and I don't know why IMDb. I fight with IMDb about so many things, but that particular one, they just refuse to take it off my IMDb. And then Kimcast, I did I did part of Friday, but Kim Harden actually she took over. She took over because I had another film at the same time. But a lot of the stars, I mean, who? Debo, um, God, there's an actor in it that's from San Diego that I specifically put him in it, and he got his SAG card, and I can't think of his name right now.
Oh,
The ice
Faith
cream truck.
Don
Big
Love,
I
Big
Love.
One.
Yeah, yeah. That job got him his SAG card, and I hired him for that. So I mean, I put two or three people in it, and Ice T, Ice Cube rather, saw Chris at a comedy club. I saw him at a comedy club, but he takes credit for it, so I'll give him credit for it. Oh, you asked me
Wow,
about
that's amazing.
one of the films you asked me about was Citizen South Act.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Prince and the Pauper kind of switch, where one played a criminal and the other one played a high school honor student. Yeah, I did too.
Okay. Now, what about um? Now, have you thought about doing like a book or a documentary?
A book, a book, which is a work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I mean, it would be phenomenal. It would be interesting because, like you said, you gave a lot of people their break. You gave them that one chance, and they done took off since then.
Yep.
And they play roles in some of our favorite movies. These are iconic people. Now, I can ask you, probably like my last question. Did you have a favorite film out of all the films you did? You say you did like 70 films. Is it one film where you like, this is my favorite, this is my best work, I love this one?
Huh. And that's an interesting question. Wow. Okay. Probably the Five Heartbeats, because it has so many memories, and a lot of the cast was in Hollywood Shuffle, and they're friends, you know. And because it's a classic, and Robert is so cool, and he's a cool director. That is a very cool director.
Right, big shout out to Robert Towns. And I was like, well, wanted to ask you what was it like working with him because he paved the way, man. Like you say,
Robert,
Hollywood Shuffle, and
he's the kindest, most thoughtful, most giving. I mean, he is somebody who like loves actors so much that if he thinks that you might kind of have it, he'll try, you know, and he lets you down easy. So I did Hollywood Shuffle, did
that's a classic.
did Five Heartbeats, I did 10,000 Men Named George for him about the Pullman Porters. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Now I can ask you, now are you retired or are you still working on projects? You got any
I'm not
upcoming
still
projects
working
or?
on projects. No, I'm not still working on projects. I guess you could say I'm the R word.
But I mean, Juice, Boys in the Hood, Waiting to Exhale, Summer Friday. I mean, people dream of even being able to accomplish, um, one of those things, and you've done it 70 times over, and that's really, really inspiring. So I want to thank you again for coming on my platform. This is truly an honor. I appreciate your patience because I know we was trying to get it right and we finally did it. So.
Yeah, well, you helped 1,000%. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor. And thank you to the viewers for tuning in. So until next time, Taye speaks. Peace.
Okay,
All right, take care.
bye.
Bye bye.